What's going on, ESGNet Nation, and welcome back to another episode here of the Stanford Cardinals Online Dynasty, episode 84. And we're going to take a quick look here at a preview of the upcoming episode, which will be episode 85. And that is the BCS Championship game, Season 5 here, the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty. As you see there, we're 13-0 going into this game. We're going to take on a 12-0 Ohio State, a ranked Ohio State, a number 2 ranked Ohio State. So this will be a good matchup between these two. And of course, this is the fourth year now in a row that we've gone to the national championship with Coach TJ Bonds and the Stanford Cardinal here in this series. And of course, we're going to wrap up this series hopefully with a win coming up, as we take a look at some of the Heisman Trophy. Of course, Speedy Davis did win the Heisman Trophy, and there you see the rest of the gentlemen that were considered for it. And so congratulations to Speedy Davis again, which I think this makes now second year in a row that he's won the Heisman Trophy. So congrats to him, as he's a 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. I haven't seen that one since the days of Archie. Griffin there. So but yeah, well, there you see some of the awards there. Of course, Sears was of course in that hunt for the Maxwell. Bernanke, there you see Melton and Jolly, and of course more for us. And this was a good season. We had a lot of guys here. Of course, the big problem is for us, as always in every season, you got those good players that come through here and help you out and build a program, and then then it's that time. It's like, okay, well, do we just implode and wait another year or two to go back, or do we try our best to reload and try to go for it again? And that's the kind of question right now Coach TJ Bonds is asking himself here, even before the big game here. So a lot of the line here. Of course, he's going for his 4th national championship in 5 years, and he's built this program pretty quick. And it was already an established program. It was already a well-known and well-ran program here at Stanford. But you could see the fingerprints, just like his dad, building a program and building a program in the way they play the game, or at least the way they want to coach the game. And so far it's worked out for them, actually for both of them. If you especially follow my High and Scotty series there on the main channel, there's a link up in the eye there. You guys can go check that series out. We're getting ready to start season 6 over there, and you can tell that the two guys have pretty similar, they're father and son, but they got a lot of similar things going on, but a lot of different things that are kind of different from each other, the way they approach preparing for a game. But as you see here, we're just going through some of the we got the award there. We got the Outland there for Derek Johnson, or Jackson, excuse me, there. So nice job there. It's like I said, some of these guys we'll see here in the future in our Madden series over there on Madden 22 on the main channel. Of course, there is a link up above in the eye there for that series too. But yeah, this has been a fun series, and it just sucks that it's got to come to an end, especially when things are getting good here. But of course, the reason why I'm in the series, because I got other things, projects I want to work on here for this channel. Not to mention, if you guys don't already know, but we are starting to live stream on Twitch now, so that's kind of taking up my time. Be recording things for Twitch, recording or on Twitch, but recording things for what's going to happen on the main here on this channel. So definitely check us out over on Twitch. I'll leave a link down below in the description there, so you guys can check it out, or at least there should be already a link down there below to check out us on Twitch over there. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. It's been a lot of fun playing that, and of course we have our NCAA. We have a new series over there. It's a live stream series of NCAA as we're playing as UTSA on that one. So it's been a lot of fun playing the UTSA team, the Roadrunners over there, and of course Coach Briggs, being a part of that series. But yeah, we're gonna start live streaming over there, and at some point here very soon we'll start live streaming here on this channel and also on the main channel of ESGNet and ESGNet Plus, or I should say ESGNet LP. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, live streaming over there. And like I said, I've got some projects that I want to do that I can live stream over there and be more relaxed and not so much editing, and be able to pump out more content for this channel. So anything you see over on Twitch will eventually be brought over here to YouTube on the ESGNet LP. So that's something I want to kind of do here for the foreseeable future, and more so really once we get back into when the summer comes around, when I have more time off, as I have about a month and a half, roughly about 2 months that I have off during the summer because of work. So yeah, it's really it's been fun live streaming over there. And like I said, we'll start doing more live streams here on this channel here probably starting in February. So definitely look out for that on Twitch, or excuse me, on Twitter, Discord, and of course on our main channel on ESGNet in the community section there, where I will announce when live streams are and where they're going to be at. So just keep in touch there, and I will let you guys know how that's all going to go. I haven't decided which day we're going to be live streaming, but it for sure it'll probably be more likely on the weekends there. But yeah, just stay close to my Twitch there, or my Twitter, I should say, and find out the details there. But just take a look there. Steve's going to, of course, be playing in the Rose Bowl against Nebraska. And I think Taylor is going to be in the Fiesta Bowl against North Texas. So they got some good games there. And games that, honestly, to be quite honest, they should be able to win. Now, for us, this one's going to be a little more difficult here. The last couple of national championships games, and when I say the last couple, I mean the last three. The last three have been very, very challenging, and we're hoping that they'll be the same case here again. As you take a look here, we're pretty much not the favorites in this one. Ohio State, Kirk Herbstreit says he's going to pick them. There you see, overall we're the best, and offensively we're the best, but defensively there's a slight edge going towards Ohio State. So we're going to be being prepared. Their offense, or their defense there, they're better in points per game. They're in 6th place there nationally, and we're 35th. Total offense and rushing offense is in more sort of their side. But for us, it's more the passing, the total defense, and the just lockdown defense that we've been playing throughout this whole year is more of our favor. So, defensively, I think we can do some damage here. Of course, our offense will have to score here, but if our defense can help us out with the scoring issues, and getting that, and not to mention getting that, just not necessarily scoring for us, but just getting that field position for us, that will work wonders for us, and that would be a great thing for all of us, and it really help out the offense have a short field, because this Ohio State team is not a team to be played with. Of course, anytime you got an Ohio State that's ranked, they're not they're a team not to be messed with. So there you see, pretty much just ran the table this season. They beat Wisconsin, Nebraska, Iowa, Penn State, Northwestern, Purdue, Indiana, Michigan, and Illinois. So they pretty much just did a good job there, just taking out everybody that came in front of them this year. And of course, they play FCS Midwest there, and of course San Jose State, I believe, there. But there you see the numbers. Smith, their quarterback, their last game, he was 18 of 23, 217 yards, 4 touchdowns, carried 7 times for 14 yards. As for Scott, he's their leading rusher, just over 1,000 yards this season with 11 touchdowns. And Chambers, 5 catches for 40 yards last year. He had a total of 9 9 touchdowns this season. He has 600 yards from 42 receptions, and those are your top offensive players. Now, defensively, Hanson, Wilson, both Wilson actually has both the most tackles and the most sacks. So he's a guy that we'll be keen on and try to, avoid, if all possible, our best to get around him. I believe he's a linebacker of some sort there. So yeah, he's a guy that leading the team there, and he's going to do his best to take out our quarterback, that being Isaiah Davis, who's been doing a great job as a sophomore. He's still got some hiccups in his game. I will say that compared to last season to this season, he's really upgraded quite a bit. He's grown up quite a bit. And I think if next year, he does right. Unfortunately, we won't be there to see it. But if he does right, I think he might be, national. He might be in the conversation of a Heisman. So there you see the top 25 poll. Arizona State there edging out the last two spots there with the UNLV at 24 and 25. But I think for the most part, I think it's been a good year for us, and Coach T.J. Bond's talking to him. He said he is blessed, and regardless how this plays out to be, he's happy with his team and what they've done so far here in these 5 seasons that he's been a part of. And honestly, I'm surprised with the way we've been playing these last couple of seasons here. It didn't start off real well that first year. We went to a decent bowl game, but I wasn't expecting us to go to season 2 and already be in a national championship conversation, let alone go back a second time in the third year and win the national championship, and then just last year winning the third national championship, back-to-back championships like we did. And now here we are again going for a 4th out of 5 years here. We won the same thing with the Pac-12 title. We've won that now 4 years in a row. And so, 5 years. I think we won it 5 years in a row now. So, like I said, Coach T.J. Bond said he feels blessed because he's been with a team that's coming in here. This is his first professional coaching job, and he's happy with the way he's had, and so far he's felt like he's been lucky and been blessed with the players he's brought in, and he's hoping that next year he'll be able to bring in some more talent to help him out. Now, Blair Smith is their quarterback for Ohio State. There you see 6'2", 252 pounds, redshirt senior, and of course he would like to go on top here as the national champion. Of course, our quarterback, Davis, is only his second year. He's a true sophomore. Started last year after Joel James just was not playing the way we wanted him to play. And of course, Joel James knows that anytime he could be called up if the sophomore starts again that sophomore slump. Now, can you say that our quarterback been a sophomore slump? Yeah, kind of, sort of, a little bit. We've seen glimmers of that. With Blair here, he's well experienced here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this will be his first national championship game he's been in. He's been in several bowl games, been very successful. Now being on the top here, the top of the heap when it comes to getting a national championship game. I would not expect anything less of him going all out. Brian Mann, of course, their halfback there. You see his numbers there: 5 rushing touchdowns for the season, and there you see his numbers just short of being going 1,000 yards. He probably could pick up 1,000 yards here with a nice 100-yard game if he does well here in this game here today. But of course, that's a guy that we're definitely going to have to stop and plug up in the backfield there and not let that running game go on. I really truly want to, with the defense that we have, I want our secondaries to kind of run wild around that in that secondary and cause havoc. And so our job is to put pressure on on our QB and kind of limit it, kind of just neutralize the running game. So that is the game plan, at least to stop their offense. And I think pretty much if we can do that, if we can neutralize their offense, neutralize their running game there and really kind of force them to pass the ball a lot more and just make them uncomfortable in that pocket, it's pretty much ours. But they do have a wide receiver here, Alex Chambers, 6'6", 219 pounds, senior, and this is his last year here. And take a look at his numbers there. This year was by far his best showing, as he had 9 touchdowns here this season. And there you see, of course, yardage there, just a little over 6 yards after the catch. This young man knows how to get to the football really well. You see great acceleration and pretty decent speed there for him. But that route running is something to be looking out for. So we definitely have to make sure we can try to bump him off his routes. That's going to be an issue for us. But yeah, putting pressing him is going to be a tough task, because that's what we've been kind of accustomed to doing here in the last couple of games on wide receivers. But this young man, he can run his routes. He knows how to run routes. So that's going to be, like I said, a challenge for us to try to get him off his game. But if we can put pressure, it all starts in the trenches there. If we can start putting pressure on the QB, get him to throw the ball when he doesn't want to, we pretty much have this game down. So that's what we need to do on offense. Defensively, Darius Smith, they're one of their top D linemen. There you see his numbers so far this season. He has 4.5 sacks, by far a little bit of a low compared to his first year there in 2019, or 2029 there. So he had 5.5. So he has a total of 15 sacks for his career. But this season, kind of a letdown there. He has a lot of assisted tackles. There you see 40 of them. Tackles for loss, he has 18. But he is a guy that can really, let him do what he does there on that defensive line and rip and tear, which the offense like ours is, it's almost like toilet paper sometimes, or tissue paper, I should say. It's not good at all. So it's kind of containing him and make sure we get the ball snapped off and be able to go down the field here. That's the key to all this. So we definitely have to make sure that we do not let Smith get a hold of our QB, and I have a good feeling, as he's 98 overall. I have a good feeling that he probably plays. They'll probably put him on different sides of the field there. They'll put him on the left. They'll put him on the right. I wouldn't be surprised if they put him right down the middle as a D tackle. So we'll definitely have to make sure, keep our eye out where he's at. And I know Coach TJ Bonds has talked to the young man Isaiah Davis about the possibilities of him being having Smith coming at him at different directions there. With a talent like this young man has, I mean, that's what I would at least do in different packages, especially different blitz packages there. As he could do some damage to us. You see the great finesse. Not the power can be a little bit better, but the hit power there. I mean, if he gets a open shot at Isaiah Davis, it could be a tough day on Davis there. So Davis knows he has a lot on his plate there, and he knows there's a lot on the line for this national championship. Of course, he's been through this before. He's been, he's a national championship, won it last year, and I think the young man can do it again. Jason Johnson's another player there for Ohio State that defensively we're looking at. And then you see a lot of these players. A lot of these players are on the line and also on the defensive, the linebackers here. But 6'5", 239 pounds, junior. By the looks of it, if you look at his stats, he probably could go to the NFL next season. But he's going to stick around here for at least one more year now. At least talking to him before the game here, interviewing him. This is something he was trying to help his team out from day one to get to this point here, and he says that anything less is just it's not going to be acceptable to him. So we'll see what he can do as a linebacker there. 3.5 sacks so far this season there. He has 2 interceptions, so he knows he can pretty much read the quarterback's eyes if he needs to. There you see acceleration, great speed for his size, and of course block shedding and pursuit is not a problem for him, as he's able to get down the field. Now play recognition maybe a little bit. He has a good idea of where he's at on the field and what he needs to do in certain situations there. But his awareness could be still questionable there, and sometimes he does get a little lost, a little scatterbrained. But nonetheless, he can recognize a certain situation, certain plays, and if he's at the right place at the right time, he can definitely do his business there and take down the opposing player. There you see Stanima, of course, injury is really good there, so he's going to be on the field quite often. But like I said, we just going to have to do our best to maybe not necessarily totally avoid that side of the field, but kind of limit our chances on that side of the field. So that means Clint, or no, I should say, no, it would be Barber that we wouldn't be able to throw to too often in the game. J.R. Wilson, another player that we've seen there with some that's a high-profile guy. There you see his stats: 5.5 sacks this season, so he's been known to get to the quarterback quite often and quite frequently. Well, there you see one interception this season. Of course, tackles there, 27 tackles, 22 tackles for loss. So he knows how to get in the backfield there, knows how to get to the offensive line and penetrate that and get to whoever has the ball. So he's not a guy that's going to be lazy going after a halfback or quarterback or whoever. He knows how to make plays, and that is a gentleman that, like I said, we're going to have to do our best to avoid. Not the best speed, but he does got great acceleration. Of course, great tackle, great play recognition. Awareness could be a little bit higher, but he can block, shed, and pursue with the best of them. So, like I said, it's going to be a challenge. Not to mention, he's pretty decent, pretty average there when it comes to zone. So he can sit back in the zone, watch, and again, timing is everything. If he can get the timing down right, he can definitely cause some problems. Maybe not so much, he can bat the ball away, not necessarily, well, I say he has 2 interceptions, so he could get an interception if he wanted to. But yeah, for the most part here, Wilson is just another guy there on the outside there, on the right side, that could also cause us trouble when we're passing the ball. So best bet is, if we can, the tight ends, Sears, he usually gets open pretty good. He can get away from the defenders there. But our wide receivers, they've been, playing, corners here as late. Some of the teams we've been playing against have been staying pretty close to our wide receivers there. So probably a lot more short screen passes there. I would even say probably to even help us out even more so in the passing game, we'll probably utilize the halfbacks even a little bit more often than we normally do. Hanson's another player there that we're looking at in one of the corners really that they have that's pretty decent for Ohio State this season. And there you see his numbers there. 6 interceptions. He has a total of 8 so far here, even though he has not been playing too much here. He is definitely one of those guys that can, if need be, he can, throw in the right direction towards him. He could definitely, do some damage there for. Now, he only has 1 defensive touchdown this year, but a game like this could make him a household name pretty quick, and of course, putting hurt on our offense there. And of course, with the way Isaiah Davis plays sometimes, he has his good days and his bad days. Hopefully today, or at least in that game in the national championship, hopefully it'll be his good day that we can avoid this young man here and be able to put up some points. But it is the biggest stage on the planet there for NCAA football, and you gotta put up or shut up. And I'm hoping Davis can put up here and kind of shut down this, avoid this corner if all be. So there you see man coverage. Whew, great man coverage. I mean, he can blanket a guy very well. Not to mention he's got a good zone coverage there too. 95 with his 92 overall. And of course, speed and agility and of course acceleration all plus 90 plus there. So again, very talented kids. 5'10", height may be a thing, maybe the thing that might be his Achilles heel, but he does not play like that. And so we'll have to just try to see, just from time to time, kind of just see if there's a mismatch of some sort there, and kind of move a lot of receivers around if we need to be, to kind of help us out and try to make some plays down the field. But I think, like I said, a lot of short passing is going to be have to be a thing for us. And like I said, get the halfbacks involved in some short screens and a couple, maybe even some even Coach E.J. Bonds was even talking about maybe some read option plays for Davis, which we've actually tried here in the last couple of games there, and it kind of worked out for us there. So we might do some of those because Davis has speed. Coach Bond says he kind of forgets about that because he's so obsessed with his passing game. He forgets that the young man does have a decent running game on him. So he has some wheels on him, and we'll try to do our best to try to utilize that more in this game. But also too, we'll take a look at the injury report there. You see Oscar Pierre. He's going to be out. He's got a broken elbow. He's, of course, been out for the whole season here. And then Scott there with that torn quad, the fullback, he's out for the week there. So he will not be in this game either. And they're both, I believe, 90-plus players there. So, like I said, Oscar does have some, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has really good, decent speed there. So that's at least one wide receiver we don't have to worry about. But for the most part, it's gonna be a tricky thing. Of course, you see there the scores there for Steve and Taylor. Steve won his game. Taylor won his game 63-14 against North Texas. Obviously, they would win those games. But nonetheless, there, Steve wins his game 21-10. I'm surprised Steve did not blow out Nebraska as he has been blowing out other teams here in this series. But yeah, they won their bowl games, so ours will be next. And like I said, it should be up here on the channel here within the next couple of days. Like I said, I'm working on a lot of different projects right now, and it's one of the things I've been kind of shooting me in the foot here as of late. But I try to stay busy. I try to get different content up as much as I can, as often as I can. But that's the look at this big matchup here. Like I said, it should be a fun game. I cannot wait. And honestly, win or lose, we've already proven ourselves by winning it 3 years in a row. 4th year in a row would be nice. It'd be nice icing on the cake to end the series, but it's not really necessary. But again, not gonna lie, I would like to win this game, especially against this Ohio State team. But we'll see how things go coming up in this matchup. So it should be a good one. And I cannot wait to see you guys see this one. It's going to be a good game, and you guys are going to be really excited. It's going to be a really exciting game. So, but that's it for me, you guys. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification if you happen to be new. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Not to mention, we do live stream on Twitch now. So follow us on Twitch on Thursday nights at 9 p.m., Friday afternoons at 1 p.m., and then Saturday nights at 10 p.m. And all those are in the Central Time Zone. So stop by, hang out, and follow us on that platform there as you are here on this one. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy. Stay tuned for the big game between number 2 Ohio State and number 1 Stanford. Here coming up very soon here in the next couple of days. As always, I will see you guys next time.